Have you ever wondered what happened to some of the world's largest and most impressive structures? From towering statues to massive ships, some of these gigantic things have disappeared without a trace. In this video, we'll take a look at 10 of the most fascinating disappearances in history. Number 10. The Colossus of Rhodes. The Colossus of Rhodes was a massive statue built in the city of Rhodes, Greece, in 280 BC. It depicted the Greek god Helios, who was the god of the sun. The statue was said to be over 100 feet tall and stood at the entrance to the harbor, where it was visible to all incoming ships. Unfortunately, the statue only stood for 54 years before it was destroyed by an earthquake in 226 BC. The statue was so large that it could not be rebuilt, and so its remains were eventually sold for scrap metal. Number 9. The USS Cyclops. The USS Cyclops was a massive cargo ship that disappeared without a trace in the Bermuda Triangle in 1918. The ship was carrying over 300 crew members and a cargo of manganese ore, which was a valuable mineral used in steel production. Despite extensive searches by the U.S. Navy and other organizations, no trace of the ship has ever been found. There are many theories about what could have caused the ship's disappearance, including rogue waves, human error, and even an attack by a German submarine. But none of these theories has been proven. Number 8. The Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are a series of massive geoglyphs that were created in the Nazca Desert of Peru over 2,000 years ago. The geoglyphs are enormous designs made by removing the top layer of dark rocks and revealing the lighter-colored earth beneath. The designs can only be fully appreciated from the air, which has led some to speculate that they were created as a form of communication with gods or aliens. However, most experts believe that the geoglyphs were created by the Nazca people for religious or cultural reasons. Despite extensive research, the true purpose of the geoglyphs remains a mystery. Number 7. The Library of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria was built in the 3rd century BC in the city of Alexandria, Egypt. It was a renowned center of learning, attracting scholars from all over the ancient world. The library was said to have contained over 500,000 books and manuscripts, including works by famous writers such as Homer, Plato, and Aristotle. However, in 48 BC, the library was destroyed by a fire that was started during the Roman siege of Alexandria. Many of the priceless works in the library were lost forever, making it one of the most significant losses of ancient knowledge in history. Number 6. The Titanic. The Titanic was a massive passenger liner that was considered one of the most luxurious ships of its time. It was designed to be unsinkable, but tragically sank on its maiden voyage in 1912 after hitting an iceberg in the North Atlantic. More than 1,500 people lost their lives in the disaster, including many prominent figures. Despite numerous attempts to locate the wreckage, it wasn't until 1985 that the Titanic was discovered on the ocean floor. The discovery of the wreckage has provided valuable insights into the events leading up to the ship's sinking, but many of its secrets still remain hidden beneath the sea. Number 5. The Moai statues on Easter Island. The Moai statues are a collection of over 900 massive stone statues that were created by the Rapa Nui people on Easter Island over 1,000 years ago. The statues range in size from a few feet tall to over 30 feet tall and are made from volcanic rock. The method by which the Rapa Nui people moved the statues is still a mystery, as some of them weigh over 75 tons. The civilization that created the statues also mysteriously disappeared around the 17th century, leaving behind many unanswered questions about their culture and way of life. Number 4. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was an ancient lighthouse that was built in the 3rd century BC on the island of Pharos in Alexandria, Egypt. It was one of the tallest structures in the world at the time of its construction, standing over 400 feet tall. The lighthouse was a marvel of ancient engineering and was used to guide ships into the port of Alexandria. However, it was eventually destroyed by a series of earthquakes in the 14th century, and its remains were eventually used to build a fortress. Despite its destruction, the lighthouse remains a symbol of ancient engineering and architecture. Number 3. The Amber Room. The Amber Room was a lavish chamber in the Catherine Palace of St. Petersburg, Russia. It was created in the early 18th century by German craftsman Andreas Schluter and Gottfried Wolfram, and was made entirely of amber panels backed with gold leaf and mirrors. The room was considered one of the greatest artistic achievements of the Baroque period, and was widely regarded as the eighth wonder of the world. During World War II, the German army invaded the Soviet Union, and the Amber Room was looted by the Nazis. The room was disassembled and transported to Königsberg, now Kaliningrad, Russia, where it was displayed in a museum. However, when the war ended, the room disappeared without a trace. There are various theories as to what happened to it, including that it was hidden in a bunker in Germany and destroyed in an Allied bombing raid, or that it was hidden in a salt mine in Germany and later recovered by the Soviets. Despite numerous searches and investigations, the Amber Room's whereabouts remain a mystery to this day. Number 2. The Mayan city of Tikal. Tikal was a major city in the Mayan civilization, located in present-day Guatemala. It was one of the largest and most powerful cities in the world during its heyday in the 6th century AD, with a population estimated to be over 100,000 people. Tikal was a major center of art, science, and religion, with impressive structures such as massive temples and palaces, and intricate artwork. However, around the 10th century, the city was mysteriously abandoned. No one knows for sure why the inhabitants of Tikal left, but there are many theories. Some believe that overfarming, drought, or other environmental factors led to the collapse of the city, while others suggest that political unrest or warfare played a role. The exact reason for Tikal's abandonment remains a mystery, but the ruins of the city continue to fascinate archaeologists and tourists alike. Number 1. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon were a legendary wonder of the ancient world, believed to have been built by the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II in the 6th century BC. According to ancient texts, the gardens consisted of a series of terraced gardens, supported by pillars and containing exotic plants and trees. The gardens were said to have been built as a gift for the king's queen, who missed the lush greenery of her homeland. Despite their fame and renown, there is no archaeological evidence to support the existence of the Hanging Gardens. Some historians speculate that the gardens may have been a myth, or that they may have been destroyed or dismantled over time. Others believe that the gardens may have been located in a different city altogether, as there is no mention of them in contemporary Babylonian texts. Regardless of their fate, the Hanging Gardens remain one of the most enduring mysteries of the ancient world. And there you have it, 10 of the most fascinating disappearances in history. Which one do you find the most intriguing? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.